All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the grand last, hopefully the best, playoff match before LAN. Dcrl Season 5 playoffs are slowly coming to a close here. Looks like we are just going to be trying to jump into this one as fast as possible because we're a little behind with how much fun we had in that last one. So I decided to get rid of my last caster, and Doshi decided to join me. So hello.
Hello. Nice to be here again.
Yes, indeed. I don't think we've casted together this season. Maybe we have, maybe we haven't. It all kind of blends together, honestly, at this point. So
yeah.
But I'm going to jump over real quick to the caster scene. And looking at this bracket here, again, the match we're going to be looking at here is match L. Kind of the bottom of your screen. It is going to be Burns Bumpers versus Optic. We got the 2nd seed versus the 5th seed. And this is going to be a super fun match here as that I'm looking here. And you look at like Optic, who had a crazy run. They took down the 4th seed, and then they lost to Boost Brigade, the number 1 seed. They beat Reapers, and now they're here at Burns Bumpers. So I'm not sure what's going to be happening here, but we are, like I said, we're just waiting on one team to get in here, and then we'll be getting this one. Oh, boy.
We might as well take a look at the stats while
you know
we
what?
got
You know what?
chance.
Kind of makes it's really actually interesting that he already dropped 10,000 channel points with the K-Tool Caster Curse. And I can confirm that I myself dropped 10,000 channel points on Burns Bumpers. And I will already say that I am expecting them to, in fact, win. All right? I expected a 4-0 last time with RL Doven, and I swear to God, I'm sticking with a 4-0 sweep for Burns Bumpers. I don't think this is gonna be close. I think Optic. I think they had a Mickey game versus Pegasus. They had fun, and then yeah, Burns Bumpers. I think they are legitimately just going to be too good, but we will have to see what happens here. So really quick, getting your predictions out. I got a 4-0. What do you have here?
Speaking as someone who has played against both of them, and speaking as the 4th seed that Optic knocked out, they're sneaky good. But I feel like Burns Bumpers, who 4-0 swept us, they are really good. And they're not sneaky about it. They're just simply good. They put in a lot of hours, and it shows. If we take a look at the stats, if you want to bring that up quick, if we got
I was gonna say I think these players are ready. I think we're just gonna jump into this one.
Oh, we're going in.
We're gonna make this one quick. These players are ready to go. Which I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it, but we'll definitely have to bring us some of the stats as we are getting into this game here. But I will say again, this is the last game of the season for Div E, and now we just get to have some fun with it. So obviously a lot on the line here. This is going to be a best of 7, and this is pretty much going to be, repeat of anyone who was watching last series. That game 1 is probably going to take a little bit for players to kind of get in and settle in. But as someone in your case who's played and has already gotten knocked out, do you kind of want to give some insight onto how nerve-wracking it is to play in these best of 7s playoffs? Oh
gosh, for a first timer, this can be seriously nerve-wracking. It takes up your entire day. I've obviously played a few of these playoff series and won a series, lost a series. Stuff happens. You slowly get over it, but especially in the early rounds, you have a ton of anxiety. And it's high-end stuff that you should be able to hit, you can't hit anymore. So you have to go back to basics.
It's difficult, and that's kind of one thing I talked about the last series is that it's not even so much who does amazing on offense, it's who messes up at least on defense.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
A lot of it, especially, with like how mechanical some of these players can be, like in, the higher divs. For this division specifically, it's just, hey, can we boom the ball? Can we get a good touch and not have as many double and triple commits on defense? Because we all know that there's going to be a lot of double and triple commits on defense. That's just kind of what this division is. But we'll see if either of these teams can, maybe who is going to be a little smoother and have the chance to qualify that very, very final spot for LAN. Because at this point now, they are the single final team that we are waiting for to close out every single LAN team.
And we see a lot of just back and forth already through this game. It's been a little slow. I remember both of these teams when we played them, they were a lot faster than this.
And that is going to be, part of that is going to be, oh, that's an unfortunate miss as the net is open for just a split second. That might be a pull shot going in. And it is from Burns Bumpers getting the first goal here, as we see a pool shot is actually going to work its way in.
I'm surprised there's not any calculateds in the chat. That was a lucky bounce. Gotta imagine. Did not mean to do that.
Maybe they didn't mean to do that, but I don't think they're going to care how it goes in. But no, it's kind of interesting that you mentioned that both these teams might be a little bit slower, and that is the LAN qualification nerves. We talked last game in the winners interview in Div D that these players were shaking their hands, their adrenaline's pumping, their heartbeats going crazy. Yeah, it takes a lot of mental fortitude to play a video game, which is kind of crazy to think about. But that is what happens here. So as we are now reached the halfway mark, it is going to be just a 1-0 lead to Burns Bumpers. As I say that, it's going to be 2-0 go time. Absolutely slotting that one upper corner.
Oh, the good shot, but a really nice pass from Eli there. Just a perfect 1-2.
Great touch from him, as we're going to see. It's going to be a little interesting. Like I said, I have Burns Bumpers in 4. We'll see if my 4 prediction actually lands this time, because last time it definitely did not. But Optic, they definitely have their work cut out for them. Obviously, going against the 2nd seed in Burns Bumpers, they're going to be going into this thinking, hey, we deserve to be on LAN. It was a Mickey time when we got beat by Pegasus. I don't know anyone on Pegasus team, but they're definitely going to be wanting to fight back at this one. And if you're Optic, I think you're just saying, hey, we are somehow managing. We're the 6th seed. We've gotten this far. There's no reason we can't take down this team.
Just a little correction, actually. Burns Bumpers got sent down by low ballers. We were eliminated by both of these teams.
I got you. There's too many teams to keep track of. There's 43 different teams with everything going on in the divisions. But this is going to be a potential backboard read. Open shot from Go Time, but he actually puts it directly on the ground here. Minute 15 left, and we are seeing pretty much what we expected in shot after shot after shot from Burns Bumpers, proving why they think they deserve to be on LAN.
We've seen some good defense from Optic there, but they've struggled to turn that defense into offense. I say that, and we got a solo effort. He's 3 with a nice play.
And no boost.
Off
Keep
the
in
wall.
mind, no boost.
Yeah, no boost. Off the wall, just send it in.
Does not
Sharp
need
angle.
it. My man is going to be going all the way here. And Optic, good job with under a minute left, getting the first goal on the board. Little unconventional, but again, they are going to take it. The question is, are they going to find one more, or do we see Burns Bumpers close out the opening game in this long best of 7? Oh my God, it's such a good shot from Go Time with the retaliation here.
Very quick back and forth. A very good shot. It went way up for that. Got a little touch.
And these guys are locked in. I can definitely see that Eli is going to be probably one of the more emotional players on cam. They're going to be having some fun with this one for sure. As we're seeing, that is a lot of whiffs from everyone. So incredibly awkward. Kemet, can he find a double tap? No, he cannot. That is a wide open net, and it does go in with 35 seconds left. Optic again closed the gap to within 1.
I'm surprised that didn't go in sooner. They really should have had that, but E3 with a good bar down, and hey, they'll take a goal. They needed it. 35 left.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say it might be a little ugly how it goes in, but it does not matter. Yeah, you're saying goofy for 4-0. Well, y'all just watch. The K2 curse is a real thing. So, Chemic though, they got 23 seconds left. This might actually just go in the net directly. Springtrap incredibly awkward. Forces last separate backflip. Gonna be going off the corner here. He does drop it mid. Springtrap. No one's going for this ball. They're all incredibly awkward, but they do have boost. That is the key as we see double commits in the corner happening. 7 seconds left, but the ball is just in the wrong spot here. Dcrl is going to be going for this one. Ooh, ball's got to stay up. Eli, he actually keeps it up. Chemic, it's still there. There's actually a chance somehow. Springtrap. I'm surprised this kept it up. It looks like that they want to play as this ball is still going. Chemic trying to dribble. Be the Gurus boom this one downfield. Go time saying not gonna happen, boys. Dropping this one, and Burns Bumpers taking game 1.
It was a good game though. Optic kept it pretty close, and it E3 specifically a nice 2-goal effort. Just not a ton of help from 2 and 3. We had some good saves, but again, the offense is really where you need it, and I don't think they had the all-out push.
Yeah, I think it's been a little slow. So I did the same thing in Div D, but give me one player that you are expecting to kind of be the stand-up performer that's going to cause the team to hopefully get the victory.
Well, I mean, it obviously for Optic, it's B3. He's already on top of the leaderboard by a healthy margin. But if I'm going for Burns Bumpers, I think it's going to be the third. You got to have the third
ready
player.
Up, my good sir.
I need to. Yes, that's my fault. Talking too much. Anyways, that's what I was saying. Third player has got to step up and be there for the save and get the ball down the field. You can't just sit there and do nothing. It's not the most glamorous position, but it's one of the most important.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We might see some early goals happening here. So, as we get into game 2, right? Now it's time to figure out a little bit here. Optic, I think, actually would be pretty happy with that performance, getting 2 goals on the board here. Took them a couple minutes to kind of get going in that series, but proving to themselves that, hey, we know we're going to get a lot of shots from Burns Bumpers. We're going to take a lot of offense from them. We need to stand strong on defense, take opportunities, maybe get some demos, get some backboard reads. They are going to make mistakes, and especially with the nerves, both teams are going to whiff a lot. This is a question of, can you predict that and hopefully be there to take advantage?
Yeah. I agree with that a lot. It's a good pinch there, but no one home for the pass. As we got the clear now down the field, Burns Bumpers doesn't really have anyone. Emic now tries to get it the other way. Good demo. Not the best touch as they're still looking for the clear. B3 gets it stolen. They're gonna head up again. They're just playing in the corner.
Yeah, the corner is always fun. We see Eli up and over 1. Be the Gurus is standing on the goal line, but that might find it. What a save from him. He's looking like Ricky back there from the last game, just standing poised on the goal line. Neither team really wanting to have rotation. It's more of just stand there saying, bring it on and shoot.
You get more pressure now from Burns Bumpers.
Oh, no.
Oh, backflip. Backflip from 3-3, and that's going to lead to a goal. Eli's going to put it away.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt here. Be the Gurus with the backflip and putting Springtrap in an incredibly awkward spot right in front of the goal. There's almost nothing you can do in that situation here. Burns Bumpers, again, taking a 1-0 lead.
Just an unfortunate little turn of events. Backflip causes a bad touch on defense, and you can't really do much about that.
I will say I love that Springtrap has a topper and an antenna, because you never see that anymore. The higher up you get, it just does not happen. So for someone of this division, it definitely makes sense, and I gotta respect it. So maybe it'll be able to give him some superpowers, because I am hoping to God that we see a Springtrap goal this series. I need a Springtrap playoff goal.
Yeah. I mean, the old adage, look good, feel good, play good. B3 gets an open opportunity, and he's going to put it away.
Yeah, great touch from him. Eli not able to get the read, and that's going to be an open net. And as I talked about, we're going to see both teams miss. The question is, can the other one take advantage of it? Optic sitting pretty now as we are halfway through game 2. Sitting tight as we see both players from Optic going for the kickoff. Actually causes them to win it, too.
Yeah. You see a lot of interesting strategies in the lower and mid divisions. You see a lot of weird face-offs, especially because there's not really anything set in stone.
Yeah, they don't know the standard kickoff metas yet, because I mean at this rank, it doesn't really exist, because it also doesn't really matter. It's not going to make as big of a difference. We see Be the Grewers though. This one's going to cause double commits. This is actually going to drop down. Springtrap, a little awkward here in the corner. Flipping once, flipping twice. We're seeing him jump early for this one. Eli is up. Gonna get a decent touch out. Shot might be on target, but we're seeing a lot of whiffs again. Opttic, though, trying to put this one up the wall. Able to fall on this one. Getting a good first touch, good second touch. Trying to get it around one. Actually costs the double commit, but the second person from Optic's just too far back.
There's a chance cleared away. I don't think that's where he wanted to put it. Another chance, a good clear. And they get it going. Supper entering to no one. And the ball goes the other way. It's a tennis match now.
Great
good
pass. Unfortunately, we see a side flip here, but Be the Gurus with a great pass mid. Springtrap now called into action. Going to be going off the corner. Bouncing mid. Decent clear. It's not great. Be the Gurus able to follow again. He's doing such a good job of just ball chasing around the field and stopping these big clears from happening.
Yeah. We've seen him take it back in a lot. That one is going to make its way out.
Someone's got to go for this ball. They're just letting them dribble the entire length of the field here, as we are now under a minute left. This game, too, has gone by quick.
It's been very tight. Chance one way and then a chance the other way. Well, very few shots. I've just checked the score. It's 4 total shots. 2 each.
Yeah, it's been kind of a slugfest of just back and forth. Just kind of these weak clears in the middle. No one really getting that boomer that they are finally looking for. So we see him missing one. Eli unable to find this one. Go time. Again, it's a weak clear right to the mid. Be the Gurus trying to get a shot. That's going to be off the backboard, but no one's there to follow up. The net was open for a split second, but Opttic not able to find this one. Last Supper now to the corner. He's got Eli in support, trying to get it off the corner. It's round 1 to round 2. Opttic, though, last second save as overtime is looming.
Looks like we might get it unless this chance goes through. Not gonna. We got 1 second, and we got overtime.
Overtime here in game 2. This would be absolutely massive for Optic, and if Burns Bumpers take this one, I don't know if there's much that Optic is going to be able to do to come back into this series. 1v1 situation. I do have to keep it close. This one might actually just go all the way. Go time with a decent clear. I got my bets on Be the Greer scoring this OT here.
Ooh, interesting. Very close chance for Eli. He doesn't quite get the touch. As we got Opttic the other way. Good read. Trying to center it. Leaves it. Now for Be the Greatest. Another pass. No one quite home. A good save by Eli. They're trying to just get a clear. That's got a bit of distance and a side flip. And that's going to do it. And somehow your prediction was correct.
Prediction is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Optic taking game 2 with an absolute clanger from the one and only Be the Grewers. And as we all know, my predictions are always correct, so go me. And that is going to be a tied series. So I am now 0 for 2 on my 4-0 prediction. So now again, now we just got to hope for a grand old game 7.
Yeah. I mean, this one was definitely a much better game from Optic. They kept the defense clean the entire way through, and they just got a good champ.
We just talk about Optic has 51 touches. My man was all over the field there. Holy. He had 20 more than anyone else on the field.
That's... yeah.
He's putting in the
All
work.
right, Be the Greatest. Right off the face-off, we got Eli on the wall, trying to get something going. Centering. A slow shot, but Upper's going to put it just over the goalie.
Yeah, we see awkward touch from Optic, not able to get there, and then Be the Grewers. There's almost nothing he can do in that spot here. Someone needed to go early, and it only took 13 seconds for a little bit of a revival goal from Burns Bumpers. Maybe frustrated that they did, in fact, lose that OT. Again, this team has to be coming in with a lot of momentum, thinking that they should win this one. But right now, Optic is putting up a fight.
Yeah. It's been a lot closer of a series than I expected.
Ooh, Optic 1-on-1, but he's got 0 boost. Eli trying to go for some solo plays. I'm trying to figure out, what is the What's the potential here that these players can do mechanically and in the air, trying to figure out when we might get some peak Div E gameplay.
Yeah. I'm actually a little surprised we haven't seen more of it so far. I feel like both of these teams can. That was nearly a free goal. It's just awkward on the ball.
Yeah. And again, just because they can, obviously it's very, very difficult with the nerves from playoffs here, as that might be a wide open net. And Dcrl is going to be just a little bit off to the right. Fortunately, not able to find it here. This one is going to go mid as well, but you're seeing the second and third man from Opttic just too far back.
Big opportunity, but neither of them able to get the touch. We got another clear the other way. Awkward on it.
Ooh, Optic defense holding strong. Oh, somehow Optic is holding strong here. Dcrl.
Yeah.
He's been that rock so far. Honestly, Dcrl has been the most impressive person to me on the field so far for the entire lobby, honestly. So I think just getting him the space, if we can get Springtrap to kind of be a little bit more of that first man just to cause pressure. But we'll have to see what's going to happen. Here's Eli getting a shot on target, and that is going to be a potential own goal. I couldn't quite tell, but Eli with the sidewall read going all the way. What a shot.
Just about. Good placement, too. An inch to the left or right, and I think the defense gets that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Honestly, I think he slotted it in the absolute most perfect spot here, as we're going to see a 2-0 lead now going to Burns Bumpers here. Miss from one on Dcrl. Now Springtrap with a miss. Now Chemic, do we go 3 for 3? We do not. Ooh, this is actually going to be incredibly dangerous. We see more backflips and side flips here. Burns Bumpers still now halfway through at game 3 here, and I'm looking at Optic, and I'm just thinking, where is this offensive pressure?
Yeah, you got to get more of it, especially now that you're down. And we got a center opportunity just doesn't work. Now they got to go back, play mid. Last Supper is a good save and an easy clear. Can't get the second touch. Mimic the other way. Good touch, but not much on it. First, a nice aerial, but again, it's just sitting mid.
Chance here. Chemic trying to get it around one. This is actually going to pinch in an awkward spot. Eli is incredibly awkward as he pops it up for one. Is he going to be able to follow this one? He is. Springtrap and Dcrl, neither one of them wanting to be super aggressive. This is what I talked about, that one of them needs to be in a different rotational spot to have more pressure here. They're going to see a shot. Oh, actually not a shot. Almost a pass to the corner. Last Supper giving the ball to Springtrap. Tosses this one mid. Chemic up. Gets around two. The Springtrap there trying to get a 50-on-1. This is going to bounce mid. A quick shot might have an open net here, but Chemic just doesn't have the boost to follow up here.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. Just not enough boost to make a play on the ball. Eli trying to dribble, gets stolen by, that was Chemic. Center now, a good opportunity. Double miss, but can't get the shot. Up the wall, back to mid, and it's just going back and forth now.
Yeah, one of the things I want to say is that I'm looking at backboard defense, and it's like both these teams have shown that they're struggling to read the backboard. I would love for one of them to just put a shot above the net and assume the other team isn't going to read it. I want to see some backboard touches, as we are now 40 seconds in, and I'm looking at this offensive Optic, and they just have not seemed to click here. They did so well last game, but just cannot seem to find it, as the clock is going to keep on helping Burns Bumpers move potentially to 2-1 on the series.
Yeah. We only got about 20 seconds left. They got to get something going. Doesn't really matter how good the opportunity is. If you get everything in the kitchen sink, you can get something. Good chance from Burns Bumpers.
Ooh, 1v1.
But again, just no one able to finish off these chances.
Yeah, and that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, as game 3 goes in favor of Burns Bumpers. And again, I'm looking at Optic's second and third man, and they just really don't seem to be anywhere on the field. I'm looking at that one. Yeah, Chemic and Springtrap combining for only 115 points. That's just That's just not what we're looking
Not
here
enough.
for, boys. They got to get something more going. I need more out of these boys. Beer the Guerreros cannot do it all himself. But Burns Bumpers, solid, right? Although I will say, grand total of 5 shots in an entire game. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's been a defensive effort. It's just been a lot of mid back and forth and back and forth. And you gotta imagine there's gonna be some offense coming soon.
Hopefully. We'll have to see if that one happens here. But as we do get into this one, we'll see if Chemic and Springtrap can, in fact, lock in. Because I can tell you right now, if Burns Bumpers get the first goal, oh no.
Ooh. There it is.
Keyword when Burns Bumpers get the first goal, it might just be too much momentum for Optic to handle.
Oh, wild pinch off the face-off. Perfect opportunity to just slot it away by go time.
Well, we see a very early lead. We might see another kickoff goal here happening. Is anyone there to follow up? Springtrap trying to get out one. Net is going to be open the other way. Chemic, good touch to the corner, trying to go for a solo play. Carr's not really touching the wall. He's making it awkward. Eli going for a sidewall double tap. Good roll on that one. But Optic, again, I think they need to respond in the next minute. Otherwise, I think I'm going to throw in the towel for them. They need to get some offense going here. Oh, my God. Eli, do it to him.
Eli with a very good slow speed shot instead of just going all out on it.
I don't know if you see him on cam. He is dancing on cams, having fun with this one. Got to get back in this one. Yeah, Eli, I can tell. He is having some fun with this one. Again, momentum is all in favor of Burns Bumpers and all of the Optic fans out there. You got to figure out how to support them more because they need some help.
Yeah, just if I'm Optic here, I say just screw defense. We're already down 2. Everything in the kitchen sink on offense. You're down in the series, you're down in the game, you got to get something going.
Penalty excessive celebration. I would love to just give a goal to the team for excessive celebration. That'd be fun to do penalties in Rocket League. Ooh, this one just might find its way. I don't know if Chemic can get to it. Chemic doesn't matter. Eli's not going to get to this one. And Optic with the aerial shot. Great job from Chemic. Again, finally getting Optic on the board.
Impressive how fast he got up there.
I mean, we did ask him to step up from last game, and I think he's doing that so far. But I'm still looking for him and Springtrap to step up. Springtrap specifically, I'd love to see a goal or something out of him as he is now in an incredibly awkward spot. The follow-up is there. Go Time. Go Time is someone who we have not really said his name at all. It's been a very, very kind of quiet series from him.
Yeah. And I said this at the beginning of game 2, I think it was, you got to get the third guys to step up, and right now we got a goal from Optic and a goal for Burns Bumpers for the thirds.
Eli, can he do it to him? Springtrap cannot get there, and Eli getting the third one on the board, and Optics just got to go back to the groundwork.
Kind of an unfortunate flip from Springtrap. Just doesn't quite read it correct.
Chance here now for Optic to try to see if they can respond back. This is going to be an awkward touch. Can Chemic read this one? This is going to go mid. Got to jump up early, though. Forcing this one back. Go Time, though, has 0 boost. Might get a chance here. Oh, that one's going to somehow be saved on the goal line. Springtrap not able to get the touch here. And somehow Optic survived.
We got a couple chances now, but that's a weak shot. You gotta get better shots on net, or just any shots on net, really. There's only been 3 for Optic. They're down 3-1. You want to get more on net.
Chance here as we're now halfway through this game. And might be over halfway through this series here as we see a good chance here. Stalwart defense coming out right. Springtrap, though, getting a little bit of a touch here. Chemic just throwing bodies at it, and Optic, they're just trying to survive. It seems like they just cannot seem to get anything going on defense, and that might be a wide open net. Who's got the shot on target? And it is the Last Supper, number 4 on the board for Burns Bumper.
And if you're Optic, this is not a good goal to give up. No one back, and the only one back doesn't have it. And now that's 4-1. Pretty hard to come back from that. There is still 2 minutes.
At this point, just go for the Brazil.
Bad miss.
Yeah,
what on earth happened?
All right. So now at this point, now we just get to relax a little bit because there's 2 minutes. Hopefully, Burns Bumpers don't break double digits, but yeah, this is going to be a little difficult for Optic to come back here. And what's really crazy is they won game 2. Like, they looked so good. They got their 3 goals. They were looking incredibly good. And then after that, they just have not been able to figure it out. And I can tell you for Optic, these next 2 minutes are going to feel like an eternity.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, good demo there. B3 does finish it off. So they're still in it. But again, time is not your friend when you're down this much.
Oh, but they do get it on the board. So, 1 goal every 30 seconds will, in fact, do it. But I guess I'm not as worried necessarily about the offense of Optic. It's just the defense. They cannot seem to stop giving up on their own mistakes that are giving up goals.
Yeah. This game especially, a couple of those goals came from just straight whiffs. There was nothing, that caused it. They just missed. Eli with some nice play to try to get the ball centered, trying to solo it. Everything except for scoring there.
Chance here. Oh, this is going to be incredibly dangerous. Eli is up so early to try to read this. So is Go Time. We see so many bodies going for this one, but no one able to make actual contact. The net actually is wide open. Spring trap. Go. Oh, no way. But Go Time has to ruin party time for everyone. Dcrl now in the corner. Spring trap with the whiff, which is actually going to cause Go Time to whiff. Dcrl on 0 boost. His clock is ticking down. 40 seconds left, and Burns Bumpers looking to go on match point.
Yeah. I mean, Optic has stayed in it now, but again, the 5-goal lead, 5-2, it's not the prettiest. Not the best spacing either. 15 seconds left. You gotta imagine they just want the game to end.
At this time, you just start saying go next and figure out how to do it. We'll see if these players do want to call a timeout. But we'll have to see what happens.
I can't imagine why you wouldn't call a timeout in this situation. You're down 3-1 in the series now. You may never get another chance to call a timeout.
Let's see. There is the timeout. So we do like to see them use it because for whatever weird reason, people don't like to do it. I don't know why. They just don't. But I can tell you on LAN, you will see almost every single team using their timeout, which I do like to see. It's really fun, especially on LAN, to see all these players, actually getting in close, kind of a little tight huddle to figure it out. But as I'm looking at the stats here, we do see definitely Chemic stepping up in the category of touches and everything. But yeah, Eli was now the one just running around going crazy.
Yeah. Eli had some really nice plays. He was, I remember seeing him dribbling the ball all around the place. And I mean, even if you can't score on a play like that, just getting the ball into the offensive zone is more than enough.
I'm just trying to figure out here, if you are Optic, what do you even do to attempt to come back here on Burns Bumpers? I mean, do you have any ideas on what Optic can do to attempt to stop this ridiculous onslaught of shots that they're facing?
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is just get some more demos in, get the cycles clean, and make sure you get the goalie out of the way, because they don't get a lot of shots on net, but the ones they do, they need to capitalize on. Get more shots on net, get better shots on net. Otherwise, it's not been the prettiest game, so I mean, you gotta clean up something, and offense is easier to clean up than defense.
All right, looks like these boys are ready. So
Eli Grittian.
yeah, Eli is grittying every single moment he gets a chance. So my man is having way too much fun on cams. And I'm not saying it'd be pretty funny if a certain team were to win 3 in a row right now, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And I do think that Burns Bumpers are in fact going to be taking it here.
But not in 4. That's the most important bit.
Keyword,
As we
it
get
wasn't
back
in
into
4.
this game. We got an early chance sent wide by Chemic. He's going to try to stay on it. Gets bumped off. Good hit. Another good hit by Eli there.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What?
solo effort. How did that go in?
Hold on here. Chemic bumps one, drops down on 0 boost, and just pre-flips, gets a weird pinch. His card bounced into the air from that. I physically don't understand that. Okay, right now, call it. 4:42 left. Optic wins. It's GG. That's it. Doesn't matter. The rest of the game. Calling it. We're moving on to game 6.
That was a crazy shot. I mean, I understand trying it, but like actually being able to pull it off.
That is also a whole nother story, is actually being able to pull it off. It's a pretty good point.
Yeah, obviously. Side flip off the wall. We got Chemic trying to solo again. Past it, gets a demo. Just wide. Go time with a pinch. They're going to try to center it back. No one's there to shoot it. Go time with the clear. He's going to try to center. Good save. Good read. We got rearistic trying to get it back, but
what a touch from Chemic. Eli with the shot, though, and Eli going to be tying this one up. Back to the gritty. Yep, there he goes on cams, ladies and gentlemen. He is feeling it. And even Chemic, like, I thought that was such a good touch, but Eli is so quick in the air.
it was a nice shot, too. Just inside the post.
Eli, for me, I think has been the most impressive person on Burns Bumpers this series. So, oh my god, what? Eli, are you kidding me?
He hit that?
My man out here getting the read on the backboard. Be the guru. So there's almost nothing he can do.
Holy
My man
cow.
is single-handedly taking his team to land.
Okay, we just talked about Chemic peaking for Optic. That is peaking for Burns Bumpers. Eli was 2 straight goals. Going for a 3rd, but that one gets turned away. Holy cow, how did he hit that?
My man is looking to be promoted for next season here with plays like that, I will say.
Yeah, you gotta imagine.
But we got a lot of time here, though. So, going to be good to see what happens in his future here. But for right now, they were focusing on one thing and one thing only, and that is qualifying from LAM, as they are 3 minutes away from doing that and locking in that final spot here. So, Optic, you had a good early goal, and you are getting done and dusted by Eli, getting pop over 1, pop over the 2nd. Can't get it over that last person. Optic, though, you got to figure out something, and something quick.
Awkward shot, but gets the save. Another awkward play. Chemic can't quite touch that. Upper centering. Oh, just off the top bar. And a rebound. Just about slotted away. It's go time. He's back as well.
Well, go time. He got a little annoyed. I think Eli was doing all the scoring, so he had to do something himself, and that is going to be 3-1 to Optic. And yeah, this is. I think this might start to turn into a little bit of a victory lap for Burns Bumpers, unless Optic can somehow pull out a miracle.
I mean, if you're Optic, you go again the kitchen sink approach. Defense isn't working. Go time nearly gets a beautiful shot. Last Supper trying to follow up here now. Bounces awkwardly off the side wall. Go time goes low, centering off the backboard. That is a very nice play. Last Supper slots it away.
We see Go Time screaming in chat. like I said, this might turn into a little bit of a victory lap here. Burns Bumpers is ready and locked in for land.
It is. It's 4-1, so you gotta imagine this one's just about done and dusted. But there's always the opportunity of a comeback. But we saw that last game, and Optic didn't get much going. So we'll see, but we'll see.
We'll have to indeed, as we were seeing Last Supper now, with a minute 48 on the clock here. This is going to be, like I said, maybe a little bit of a victory lap here, as we're going to see 1:41 go time. This is the absolute wide open net, and he chokes it. Unfortunately, he didn't want the fifth one for whatever reason.
That was a really nice pass. It's just unlucky touch. It's send. Misses it. Eli misses that. That's rare.
Yeah, Eli has played so good. You wouldn't expect him to miss things like this. Chemic now trying to force his way through. This is the wide open shot. Is anyone there? And B, the careerist is, and he's within 2 with a minute 11 left. I've seen crazier things happen.
Cut the lead down 1 goal at a time. It's a nice shot. Again, post in. But this one keeps them alive. There's been a lot of shots already. Burns Bumpers, 12 shots for Burns Bumpers. Good lord.
Gonna be, yeah. Some pretty impressive things are coming out of this series. And I'm looking at, you know, the teams. Oh my God, what a save. Oh, unfortunately, it had to go in anyways. Go time gonna find this one. I thought Springtrap had this one for sure. What a crazy bounce. Actually just going upper 90.
Yeah, that, if he pulled that off, that'd be incredible, but it's just barely in. That's pretty unlucky.
That's gonna hurt there, but yeah, with 49 seconds left, we're gonna need to see some crazy, crazy scoring here happening. But Burns Bumpers are, in fact, going to be 1 step closer to making it as the final team here. That might be going in as well. Great save from one. Honestly, like, as much fun as you guys are having in cams, it's going to be interesting to see if that does translate to land, because we have some people that kind of, you know, talk the talk on cams, and they get in person and it doesn't happen, and kind of vice versa. This is going to be spicy as time ticks down, and Burns Bumpers are, in fact, going to be your final Div E team to qualify for Season 5 of Dcrl.
The very first season of Div E as well.
True.
If we can get a lower bracket win in the first one, as it's now official, Burns Bumpers wins and advances. A good effort from Burns Bumpers, but Eli again dancing. Optic never was 100% out of a game. They're always just about in it, but just don't have the top end ability, I think. Because it came down to a lot of aerial touches, and Eli was there immediately.
And he was there immediately, so we're going to look to get these guys into see if they actually know where to go. So,
I assume they do. I believe they've been on stream before, so that was a very fun game, though.
As I say, I don't trust them, so I just wanted to get them in here as soon as possible, because the amount of times people have just left and like I have no way to contact them. Yeah, so I just want to make sure to get them in as soon as possible. But while we are waiting for them to get in here, yeah, you have to say massive congratulations to them. I mean, I think that went about as expected, as Burns Bumpers are going to take it, and I finally got a prediction right. It's been a little while, obviously. But,
congratulations.
aw, thanks. It's like we already got go time. I think it's bugging out a little bit. That's all right. So, we got Eli in here. We're just waiting for his teammates to figure it out.
Yep.
And there's only so much you can do here. So, well, I'm gonna do this. All right. Well, I'm gonna snag Eli because his teammates are nowhere to be found.
So last time go times didn't work. If you drag them, is there any way you can just join competition?
Let me try some stuff on my end.
All right.
Try pulling.
All right.
Good last up.
Hello.
Hello.
We're still missing one.
Yeah,
Where
we're go time.
go time go? If we have to jump to comp 1, we can. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for some
I
reason it just doesn't work for him. Yeah.
I just need him to join any single VC and we can jump in. So.
Okay. All right.
A little bit of scuff, but
That's all right. So while he is joining a VC, I'll make sure to look out for him. Boys, massive congratulations. Okay, one more time. Go time.
Thank you.
Nope, it instantly kicks him. Okay, comp 1 it is, boys. I'll drag everyone in real quick.
Welcome back.
What the fuck?
Doshi?
that's not my fault. I didn't have the chance to turn it off.
You good, bro? Okay, whatever. I think Go Times is just kind of scuffed a little bit, so unfortunate that's just gonna have to be how that is. But regardless, I'm sorry, he's just gonna have to maybe type his answer something you can translate. But regardless, number one thing, boys, congratulations on being the last Div E team to qualify for LAN. Eli, going to you. Are you a fan of Justin Jefferson by chance, as much as you're gritting in the cams, or?
Oh yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Talk to me a little bit, kind of how you guys are feeling going into this match, because I'm not gonna lie, it felt like you guys had it locked pretty much from beginning to end.
Yeah, a little bit of a problem with Gotham and I got warmed up. It was a little bit of a rough start with scheduling, so like we could warm up as a team. So Gotham and I were able to warm up in 2s, but they transitioned over to 3s because Supper's sharing a computer with his friend. So
Sure.
but yeah, from the get-go, I mean, we went into this wanting it to be a 4-0 sweep. I mean, we wanted it to be a fun night for us where we just tried to dominate as much as possible before LAN. So obviously we didn't get that because it went to overtime, but
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
still
say,
got the win.
besides one overtime, obviously going their way, it did feel pretty, dominant on that one. So, actually, real quick question for both of you guys. Do either of you have any LAN experience playing Rocket League or anything else at all, or is this going to be a first for you guys?
this will be a first, yeah.
This would be first.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, Last Supper, going to you on this one. How are the nerves going into that game? Because we were talking to the series before, and they were, freaking out, shaking, going crazy nerves. Were you guys just calm, cool, collected?
I feel like we were really calm. I feel like we didn't have any nerves going into it.
Fair enough.
I feel like we're
So,
pretty calm.
yeah, obviously as the second seed, you guys got you guys are definitely obviously the favorites going to this one. I definitely predicted you guys, and I appreciate you sticking to the script. So now you guys are going to be facing either you're actually going to be facing the loser of Boost Brigade and Lowballers. Is there any team you would rather face for your first match on LAN?
I don't know. Make it a better story if the Lowballers plays later. If we face Pegasus first, I mean, might be able to do more of the same with how we've done it every time we played Pegasus. It's been a pretty dominating sweep,
Well,
but
Fair enough.
But we've had some unlucky times against the Lowballers, so
yeah.
Doshi, you got any questions for these boys?
Yeah, I mean, you've come a long ways since the start of the playoffs. Just how do you feel about being in the LAN, being part of what's now the first LAN for Division E?
I'm pretty excited. I mean, I'm a wrestler at Dakota Westland, so I'll actually end up missing the first day of LAN. So we're gonna have find a sub for me, but I'm excited for what it brings Sunday, and I'm hoping to leave with a little medal or trophy.
Yeah, so thanks for making my life difficult. So appreciate that.
Happy to help.
But yeah, we'll get all that stuff on the back end figured out. But no, huge congratulations, boys. Obviously, you well deserved. I know everyone was expecting you guys to go through the upper bracket, but as long as you made it in the end, that is what matters. So massive.
Yeah, that was definitely a scare for us.
Oh, I believe it. You go to playoffs and you lose your first match, and you're going, oh crap, or lose to Lowballers, and you're going, oh boy. So, but you made it, and that's all that matters. So huge congratulations, boys, and we will see you in less than a week on stage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out Go Time. Shout out Go Time.
He's here in spirit.
Yeah.
So either way,
Yeah.
adios, boys. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Adios.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us tonight. And Doshi, was that kind of what you expected? Because for me, that went pretty much as expected on my end.
I mean, yeah, top end team wins the game, but it's stayed close the entire game.
Yo.
Doggy, not the time.
Eric, go away for right now. Do not. Oh yeah, we're still in comp. Okay, well, either way, blame Go Time. So, sorry, Eric, for disconnecting you. But yeah, so that is going to be it. I will say the leg waxing strips did just show up today for land, so Rudy is going to get his legs waxed. The maid outfit should be showing up tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, that was incredibly awkward to try to order, because if you go to Amazon and type in maid outfit or maid costume, yup, don't do that, kid. It was very difficult to find something.
Definitely.
So
Definitely put that on an incognito browser. You don't want that in your recommended.
Boy got scarred a little bit. So, but regardless, Doshi, I appreciate you casting with me, my good sir. Definitely had a lot of fun, and now it's time for land. So we definitely get a lot of work to do on the back end. Make sure, for the love of God, you people are showing up to land. We have hotels. We have people who have available couches or flooring space or just everything. Please show up to land. We will make it work for you guys. You just got to reach out. We'll make sure to put out announcements coming out very, very soon now that we know every team. We'll get the schedule. Yeah, a lot of information coming out. But for that is going to do it for us tonight. So I appreciate everyone who has been here. Make sure to get your homework done before midnight. You got an hour and a half. I know everything is due on Sundays. At least that's in my experience. So get it done. Adios, everyone, and have a good night.
Yeah.